Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's B Taylor TV, and today we are going to be talking about something that I had to come to a realization of, and I had to journal my thoughts down. I had an epiphany about why I was feeling so negative. Why was I feeling so depressed at times? Why was I just consumed with so much negativity? As many of you guys know, I do work in the news business, so I am exposed to a lot of information, a lot of violence, a lot of things that's going on in the world because that's just the industry that I am in. I'm also in an industry where I have to pay attention to what is going on in social media. So I had an epiphany. I wrote down in my journal, and I'm going to read you some of my thoughts that I put down that started this whole discussion. I am disgusted at how much I consume social media. A lot of people, you know, reach a point of having social media burnout. And I have had that, all the time, but I just go through it. I go through the emotions of it. And I never really just delete my apps. I remember there was a week where I did delete my apps, but I was so tempted to get on social media. Um, and I realized that it was an addiction and once I took a break, it was like, what was the point of taking the break? Because as soon as I got back on, I was doing the same things that I was doing before I took a break. So it was like, what was the point of that? I guess there's no change coming out of it. So one thing I said to myself is that I want to be energetic. The reason why I started my platform is because I want to become someone who is relatable. I know when I go through things or when I have went through things, I am not the only person who suffered through or suffering through those things. Therefore, I created a platform where men and women can come and feel safe and feel like they are not alone when they're going through it and know that they're going to be okay. And the lessons that I personally have learned from, that I am still learning from. But, I noticed that when I talk about trending things, trending topics, that seems to get a lot of people's attention, um, from dating, from drama, from anything that mass disasters or whatever, that captures a lot of people's attention. And as much as people say that they don't like negative things, that is what me being behind the scenes in the news, that is what I'm seeing. When I post a good story, it does do well. But when I do a bad story, oh my, how well that does. It's people who are clicking and opening and reading those stories. And so if that's what you guys are reading and wanting to see, that's what we're gonna keep, talking about. So anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and finish reading what I wrote down. A lot of things posted on social media is not real. So many people, social media has overtaken my personal life. Like I find myself talking about social media with my friends, talking about drama, talking about things that are being talked about online and starting a discussion about, well, what do you feel about this that happened on social media? And I just had a one friend that really just was like, why do we care to talk about this? It's not real. And I was like, what do you mean it's not real? Like, this is what people are talking about. Of course it's real. And even this was causing a conflict in my personal relationship because I was so caught up on social media. I was on my TikTok watching videos telling me, if your man's doing this, he's cheating on you, or if you need to do this if your man is doing that, and like influencing me how to act in a relationship, which also affected my relationship. And he was like, what are you doing? Like, why are you doing these things? Like, you're just on social media too much. I never met somebody who's just so influenced. And I know if I'm influenced, then other people are also influenced. You may not relate to this video, but this is for the people who actually do relate to this video. There are people out there that exist that are doing exactly what I was doing. So if this doesn't resonate with you, maybe you can learn something and I have a little bit more grace to those people. Or maybe if you know someone who's so consumed with social media, you can send them this video. I would say that I am the commenter queen. I took pride into commenting on social media, on the Shade Room, on Neighborhood Talk. You would find me socializing. I remember people would say, like, hey, I would see you in the comments, and I would be in the comments. I would be in the comments and I would have one of the most like comments, and it felt good because it felt like I have an opinion about something and 300 to 500 to 2,000 to 20,000 people. I remember I comment something and 20,000 people liked the comment. And I was like, wow, there's 20,000 people in this world that actually like agree with me and my opinion. So it makes me feel like my opinions and thoughts matter. And in some way, it felt like I was doing something, like I was making a statement. But then also, I would have comments on top of my comment, commenting about my opinion, a personal opinion about certain things. And I would get insulted, I would get graded, and judged and misjudged from commenters. And I feel like we are in a day and age where social media has made people feel comfortable saying things that they would never say to someone's face. I've had women and men say horrible things to me on social media, plus being a YouTuber as well. I've seen all the comments and I'm just like, this is not real. This is not real. And I got too caught up in that. Like I got too caught up in thinking black men didn't like black women. I got too caught up in thinking that men do not date single women and like up single moms. And I'm looking around in my personal life and I know plenty of single mothers who are getting married. I know women who have 3 kids plus, and they're great women. But guess what? They're getting married no matter what their situation looks like. And no, it's not getting married to just some low value man or being married to a man who is, what did they say, a simp. Like these people on social media have so much to say, but in real life, people don't talk to you like that. In real life, men don't really, I don't experience that at all. That's why I was so confused when the millennials era of men talking down on single mothers. And it was so disheartening. And I saw a lot of women hearts break about it because they felt like they were useless. They felt like their life is over. And I'm here to tell you that it's not real. It's not real. And maybe your dating life is not going well for you. And you're looking at what's on social media and you're applying it to your life and saying, oh, this is why. It may not be why. It may be because you don't have your personal life together, or you don't have room to find love, or you're not completely healed from your last situation. We have so many people on here talking and judging and having no grace for each other, and everyone's always on their phone. I remember driving just yesterday, and actually, it was this morning. A man was literally driving like this. He had his phone, and he was doing this. And I was like, "You gonna look up?" He was literally like, he was phantom scrolling on his phone, and I found myself Sadly enough, I found myself doing stuff like that as well, and I didn't realize how much social media I was actually consuming, until I actually looked at how much time I spent, and I felt like my day was slipping away, like I never had time to post videos. I never had the energy to do certain things that I wanted to do or read, and I realized that I was consuming a lot on my phone. I was taking so long to get ready in the morning because I was on my phone. The first thing I would do when I would wake up is grab my phone. And I actually found myself being depressed, being sad, being lost, comparing myself. And I was comparing myself over and over and over again to all these people on social media because that's all I was consuming. I was consuming everyone going on trips. I was consuming people getting engaged and getting married or fighting or, just like that video of the woman who was accusing, it made me think on a deeper level. The woman I was, the McDonald's incident where the woman was mad at one of her baby daddies um, for not buying her other kids McDonald's. And that started up a whole discussion. It started up a discussion about stereotypes against Black women. And really, honestly, guys, I want you to really think about this. Is that I honestly feel like a lot of these videos, a lot of these trending topics are set up for us to get enraged. Something is obviously feeding off of our energy. Something is feeding off of our energy. Something is distracting us from what we need to be focused on, which is ourselves and our personal lives, and bettering ourselves and healing ourselves and consuming our souls basically on social media. We put our heart and soul on social media. We front on social media. We act like we're happy on social media. We're always on social media. And we're talking about what other people are doing on social media, what's going on. And it's okay to, that is the day and age of this era. And I understand that it's okay to keep up with certain things, but just know to not get too caught up. And even with myself, when I talk about trending topics, there's also my goal was is that I remember doing trending topics, right? And I would just have so much negativity of people fighting with each other in the comments, and I realized that I didn't want that to be my platform. I want my to be a platform of learning, feeling, and starting a healthy discussion about things. So when I do talk about certain subjects, there is a lesson behind it that I want to discuss about it. It's not something that I just want to sit here and judge and talk crap about somebody. That's not healthy karma for yourself. It's not healthy for your energy, and it's not healthy on what type of energy you're putting out there for others to consume as well. Like when you start a platform, you are also responsible with what type of energy and what type of agenda you are trying to push out there. Because no matter what you think, what you say influences other people, and you have to take a lot of responsibility in that. So one of the things I wanted to say is that I feel like we are walking everywhere you go. If you're going out partying, if you're going out to the club, if you ever actually pay attention when you're at the club or when you're at like a turn up place, just kind of glance around and look at everybody. Is everybody genuinely having fun, or are they doing it? Hey, 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 oh, hey, like like filming themselves, but they're not really in the moment. Like, oh, wait, let me take a photo of my food. Oh, wait, let me take a video of me taking a shot, turning up. Oh, wait, I've been sitting here the whole time, not socializing with nobody, but get a video of me twerking and dancing. There's people who do things just to look like they're having fun when they're really not having fun. But they're doing it on social media, or they're acting like they're friends with somebody when they're really not friends with that person for social media. Or when you're in a relationship and you're faking it for the gram because you want to be relationship goals and people look up to you guys and you want to look like that woman and you want to look like that man. So you're posting all these tributes to your significant other when really you just post that because you got caught cheating on the girl last week, or something like that. You never know. And so you get so caught up and other people get so caught up in other people's relationships. Well, really, we don't know what's going on behind closed doors. I had a woman reach out to me, and she literally said, like, she feels depressed because she's seeing everyone get married and engaged, and that's great. And I say, why not be happy for them and just take that as, my time is coming when I'm ready, and when God says it's ready, and when the world, and whoever you believe in, and your destiny, your path, you cannot compare your path to other people. So when we're on social media, we feel like we're missing out. We're not getting that house. We're not having that baby that, other people are doing, and it makes you bitter and judgmental. And, I don't think we were supposed to know what everyone is thinking. I don't think that that's healthy for us to know what everyone is thinking. That's not something we should know. Like, with people, who cares? Who are these people? Who are these people? Because a lot of these people who comment, a lot of these things are not living what they're saying. They're just commenting. Even when it comes down to hashtagging and, with the Roe versus Wade and the BLM or hashtagging somebody's name, and you feel like you really did something, and social media is really tricking you into thinking you're doing something when really you're not doing anything except posting on social media. People say, well, I am doing something because I'm posting on social media and I'm making my voice heard. They're letting you think that your voice is being heard, but what are you actually doing? Now, I can say that social media definitely can have an influence on the mass in how they vote and how they choose their leaders, but it's also being used against them of who to go for, who's the villain, who's the good guy. Everyone thought Biden was just, oh my God, he's the best of evils or whatever, and now people are complaining about him day and night, and it's just like there were other candidates we could have voted for. There are other candidates that we could have, sought after. So who's really in charge of all of that? Even when it comes down to fact checking certain things in the medical industry. I followed a lady who said that she had about 1,000 women reach out to her to say that, they were having fertility issues after having a certain, how can I say this without being monetized fact check, demonetized and fact check, a certain medicine that they took or something like that, and they were having fertility issues, and it was she literally had the platform of over 500,000 women, and she had thousands of women telling her this, and they basically told her her post was not real. Like, how can you fact check someone's experience? Who are these checkers? Do y'all know every person in the world that's having these problems? Who are you to say that on social media? So when now somebody sees that, they see a big fat fact check on their, or this is misinformation. How is someone experience misinformation? How is someone saying this is misinformation? Even with Nicki Minaj, she came out with her statement and how the world attacked her, all these people attacked her on social media and with misconstruing her words. And it's so crazy to me how someone can say one thing on social media and other people can misconstrue exactly what you just said and say you said something else. And then now you're on social media trying to explain yourself. Isn't that crazy? And then by that time, it's a little too late because, oh, hello, there's cancel culture. Um, so also we have information overload, and that's why we're feeling so tired at the end of the day because we're overloading our minds every day, all day on social media, on Facebook, on Instagram, on Twitter, and on YouTube, and we're just consuming so much information, and not all healthy information. There's a lot of negative things that drives our emotions. Maybe we're having it today, and we open our social media app and see that one of the Muppets is ignoring Black children at Sesame Street. People are talking about that and outraged about that, and rightfully so. But as someone who's probably trying to get their mental health together, I don't think that's a good idea. And we don't know the backstories about a lot of things that are happening on social media. Yes, social media has influence, it can have a positive influence, but too much social media, no matter if you feel like you're doing something, is not healthy. And I found myself in a very unhealthy space, and I'm trying to break this addiction. Um, Also, a lot of us don't have a real hobby. We think we have a hobby, but really, our phone is our hobby. Our phone is our hobby because when we get off of work, what are we doing? We're on social media, we're cooking. We're on social media, we're watching TV, we're checking our phone again. We're watching a video and we hop off the video. Like people, we really don't have a long attention span anymore. Even with YouTube videos, a lot of people are not making it through their videos because they have a short attention span. They see something else that pops up, or they get a notification. And I remember one time I wanted to take a break from Facebook and Instagram, and I just kept getting alerted over and over and over again about certain people posting. It's like Facebook knows that I want to check what my boyfriend is doing because I'll never forget. I haven't been on Facebook all day, and also Facebook goes, Brandon so and so has posted, and I'm like, well, of course I'm gonna open it up to see what he posted, because that's my boyfriend. He knows that they know the algorithm. They know what to push. They know what makes you outrage. They know what makes you comment. And that's what their goal is to keep you on their app as long as they can. As long as they can. Even with TikTok, you just get so addicted to the point. TikTok had to make those little videos that say, hey, looks like you've been scrolling for too long because they know that it's so unhealthy and addictive. We have an addiction. We are walking zombies. We're always on our phone. We're brainless at times. We're ignorant to a lot of things, and we're easily influenced by an angle one person put out on social media. Like things can be framed on social media and make us feel bad for someone. Somebody can be making up a story and we believe it. So going back to the McDonald's situation where the woman was like, "You ain't I'm not dating McDonald's. I'm not dating McDonald's." You know what that really gave into? It gave into the stereotype that she's one of a dark skinned woman who's attractive. She is a baby mama with four different baby daddies. They eat McDonald's, they're in the poor, she's ungrateful, she's combative, she's ungrateful. It's just that she wants food stamps. Like, isn't that giving into the stereotype? Like, I feel like as a community, especially as someone who's in the Black community, we need to protect our image more, ladies. And although we can't protect our image from everything, but I do think that it is important to give in and give attention to certain things that and even when watching that, I got caught up in it. I was thinking, I was embarrassed. Like, this just gives certain men a reason to say that this is why I'm great black women. This is why, because they're on boot stumps and they're ungrateful and they're this and that. This gives into the stereotype, whether we know it or not. It gives into the this is why I don't date single moms, narrative that they're and it's not real. Does this happen in real life? Yes, it happens in real life. But is it happening in real life? Is it happening on a daily? Is this happening like everyone has an opinion on something? Nobody knows the background story, about anything. Because a lot of this stuff is unreal. Just like the woman who made a skit, and I'll call out the BS that it was a fake video. It was a woman who wanted her boyfriend at outside. They were arguing outside McDonald's, arguing with her boyfriend with 18 of her friends, and you can't hit my friend, and her friend said, it's giving growth. It's giving growth. Like it's my birthday. What do you mean we can't buy their food? And it starts a whole discussion once again and who's pushing this video? Why is this video trending? Why is everyone talking about it? How did it start trending? Who told people to start reposting it? How did it get into the algorithm of social media where everybody was starting to talk about it? I mean, when I tell you when that McDonald's thing happened, I go on Facebook, all the McDonald's comments were at the top. It's like Facebook knew what everyone was talking about and knew to push those comments up to start discussion or, Kristen Thomas scandal or something everybody is talking about it. It's crazy because we're like zombies. Like when something gets thrown out there and we're running after it like hyenas and hopping on it, commenting on it, and getting mad about it, arguing with people we don't even freaking know or live in our same city. We never met them a day in our life. But for some reason we're having a combative argument with that person. I was one of those people. I still am. Like sometimes I just have to stop myself and delete the comment because I'm like, who is this person? This person doesn't even have a who knows? These fake pages are probably agents of disguise, starting with you to ruin your day, to make you angry. I remember I used to get so pissed and be like, yeah, this person just commented and said this. And my partner would be looking at me and be like, what? You don't even know this person. Like, why are you so mad? Why are you talking about this? And I realized that I am so embarrassingly consumed with social media. It is embarrassing of how much I am not protecting myself and my energy on social media and how easily influenced I was to give my comment away for free when I can be putting my comment right here on YouTube and having a healthy discussion with my platform and introducing people to my beliefs on my, commentary, and then also, I wrote this down. We also think about social media when things when someone's doing something funny or they fall, we'd be like, "Oh God, I wish I would have caught that on video." It's like instead of just laughing at the moment and having fun, we're thinking about what we could have done and what we could have done for social media. or oh, I wore that outfit and I need to take one picture. And it's oh man, it sucks. It's like wear the outfit just to care. Who cares? Why do you have to do it for the gram? Like there's people that feel pressure to literally post certain things, like when the Roe versus Wade thing happened. You know, so many influencers felt pressured to speak on something that they may not even believe for themselves. They may not even believe or have any thoughts on it or opinions on it, but they have to speak on it because everybody's waiting for you to say something on social media. Just like when someone passes away, it's like, oh, you have to say something immediately on social media. Like social media don't give people time to grieve. Like that. They don't even give people time to grieve. They just want you to post on social media. Or when somebody passes away, what do people do? They rush on social media and post it for sympathy instead of sitting with their own feelings, family, or people around them. They go to social media. Some people are finding themselves really, really lonely. And it's sad because they go to social media for support. And although, like I said, social media can be helpful in getting advice from different people, but just remember, you're going to be getting opinions and advice from different people with different backgrounds, different experience, and people who are ignorant to a lot of situations, giving their comment as if they are a scholar or something in the subject and they think they know something in the subject. Or a lot of people are coming from a lot of hurt and projection, and they're going to project it on you. I remember I was a part of this Facebook group, and this woman posted something about her boyfriend and her getting in an argument. All I saw was comments of women saying, leave him. And it wasn't even like a big deal. Like this is like a young couple. She's like, oh no, girl, you need to boss up and get you a man that's going to pay for your house and pay for your car note. The girl was like 19 and her boyfriend was 20. What do you expect from a 20-year-old? All these people coming from hurt in their backgrounds and need healing, and they're coming on here projecting their own energy onto this woman, and she's taking it in like, oh wow, like this is not a bad relationship. Maybe I can be better. And you're comparing him to what people are saying on social media, which is life. A lot of those people will probably want your man. They probably want your man. They probably want to be in your situation. So it's easy for them to judge and say leave someone because they're miserable and they're not going to be miserable and to want to do that as well. Also, we are very desensitized on social media to violence. Um, when the Highland shooting happened, I remember watching a video, and I was trying to find the video, but there was too many reporters like speaking over it. But it was a video of like the little kid that caught the shooting on camera, and instead of him saying, oh my God, if there's a shooting, people are dying around me, I'm scared." He goes, "Oh my God, I can't believe I caught that on video. I can't believe I caught it on video," and rushed to post it on social media. That would tell you where we are as a society now. Is that we are not taking in actually what happened, and we are not realizing that people's lives are being affected in the most traumatic way possible. That we're so consumed with social media, where the kid was like, "Oh my God, I caught that on video." Or people standing around filming people falling to the ground or, a whole shoot catching it on social media and we're watching. We're way across town or across the country, but we're watching. So we watch someone get pushed into a moving train, and people just stood around with their phones. Um, there was also a case where a woman who was brutally R-word and no one did anything. People just filmed it. Even with this man that did something to, I can't really get into detail without it being like demonetized but basically there was a video circulating about a man who was doing things to unconscious pregnant women during the C-section, and the women felt like something was wrong, but they filmed it. And that was the disturbing for me as a mom of a two-time C-section because you're filming it happen to me. So you're filming it, hmm, and you are filming it for your own proof. But it's like, can one person film it and then stop it? Like no one stop what you just doing. I don't know. It was just a little too much for me, and we're just really desensitized. And when someone passes away, even with the Kevin Samuels, I may not have agreed with everything that he said, but for people to just be like dancing to his grave and saying good riddance, it's like we have become so desensitized to death and honoring the dead, and saying certain things off the wall because how we are feeling in the moment instead of social media is crazy to me. Um, and again, social media makes you feel like you have a voice when really you really don't have a voice. You're just talking to people who really don't care about your opinion. They're there to argue. They're not there to listen. And I remember I would try to make a point and give perspective to someone about something. And I think that's why I was getting so caught up on social media because I was too busy trying to give people perspective of what is going on, and they weren't listening. They're not trying to listen. They're not trying to learn. And I thought I was trying to make a point to someone to understand my side. But nowadays with social media, it's not like having a conversation or a debate with somebody. Everyone has a point of view on emotions and not trying to figure it. Period. You either have somebody that's going to agree or disagree. You're not going to convince anyone anything. I rarely have points where I get someone to be like, "Oh, I get what you were saying." No, no, no. They're gonna die on the cross for their opinion, and they're gonna say that their opinion is yours is wrong, and you're stupid, and you're pathetic, and you're an idiot, and blah, 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 blah. That is what people are going to do when it comes. Like I said, with the comment section is the devil's playground. Like, you're not gonna convince anyone anything else. You're gonna say your opinion. You're gonna disagree. People are gonna agree. They're gonna talk about you. They're gonna put it in your profile. They're gonna talk about your kids. They're gonna talk about your family. They're gonna do things that they will never do. It's like kitchen talk got taken out of the kitchen and put on blast on social media, where a lot of these young people are realizing that, oh, wow, this is what I have to grow up with. And I thank God that I didn't grow up in, watching my fight or arguments or, bullying get posted on social media. I didn't live in an era where parents were putting their children on social media to embarrass them. Um, I didn't live on social media where a guy could film breaking up with me. Like, I didn't have to go through that. I actually enjoyed my childhood without, the rise of social media. And if it affects me as an adult, I can't imagine how it affects young children, young adults, young women, young men, because they're very naive and they're easily influenced. Facilities. They're very easily influenced, and you have some very wicked people out there who are going to take advantage of their innocence and use that to their advantage on social media and spreading certain agendas. Um, I just wonder where the world would be in the next 20 years with social media and everyone's on their phone. They even created a metaverse where people are starting to try to live a world without, live through a digital world. And I remember reading a book, and I can't think of the book, but it was basically a book about how people are just so consumed with social media and consumed with their screens. That it has overtaken us. And I think when we think about iRobot and we think about smart house, not only on the smart house, and how these AIs took over the world and took over and took controlled us. They're already controlling us. These AIs are our cell phones, and they control us in the way we think. They control how we feel. They control what we talk about, what we're consuming, what we're watching, what we're not watching, what we're being influenced by. We are walking zombies, and we are currently being controlled by AIs. That's being pushed out there. Even when I talk about certain things, and I say, hey, you know what? I want to go get something from Fashion Nova. I'll go on Facebook or Instagram and suddenly I'll see an ad for Fashion Nova, or I'll say, hey, I want to go to Whataburger. I'm hungry. Next thing you know, it's an ad popping up about Whataburger, or I can look something up on Google and I'll suddenly see an ad on Facebook about something I searched up on Google or something similar. And so these companies, these big tech companies are using us to their advantage, and we're falling into it. And like I said, I'm very interested to see what the world is going to look like in the next 20 years with social media, and we're the social experiment, to say the least, and our children are the social experiment of how much they're going to be controlled, and being told what we're going to be outraged about and mad about this time. Just look at and pay attention to what is trending and what is you are consuming, and what are you doing to protect yourself. Because I am going to limit my social media, and I'm going to also stop myself from commenting on social media. And if I feel like commenting something, I'm just going to bring it here to my platform and give my commentary. But if it's just me, I will be subconsciously aware to make sure that I'm not just talking crap about somebody, but that I'm actually um, grabbing a lesson out of it, because we are so influenced by these celebrities and what's going on in the world, and compare them to our real lives. And really, it's not real. A lot of these celebrities are not really living the life that they say or portray, or social media influencers. Like, a lot of girls walk around with all the latest bags, the bags are fake, or they're living at a friend's house and they're going on vacation, but they're staying in a hotel. And for being sponsored by somebody that's paying for their trips, and they gotta give up a little something for a little something else on that trip. They're not showing you that. They're showing you that they're living like it makes you feel like you're missing out as well. It's not to make a noise. Um, yeah, I just want to go ahead and wrap it up. But I do want to ask you guys, what are you doing to protect yourself from social media? Um, okay, sorry. I am doing this live for you guys, but go ahead and comment on how you are protecting yourself from social media. And are you a commenter? Are you guilty of scrolling through the comments to see what people are saying? Are you guilty of that? Are you someone who's gotten into an argument with someone? How did you feel after getting into a back and forth and taking up half of your day or even an hour arguing with a stranger who has no influence in your life whatsoever? I remember like going back and forth with someone and like, oh yeah, they're gonna get that. And it's like no one's listening to each other. We're just bickering back and forth about a comment that somebody is just like dead set on, and they're not trying to learn anything. Um, how do you feel about that? Are you guilty of that? And what are you doing to prevent that? And if this video helpful, but if you did like this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up and follow me on Instagram. We're talking about social media as Brittany would say. And give me some ideas and topics. Please talk about what you want me to discuss. So thank you so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this video. All right.